Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and so much more. So this read is for the sign of Cancer for the month of May 2020. So welcome to my channel, Cancer or Cancerians, and thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, if you can go ahead and do it now. There's a button down below that you can click on there. Also click on the bell, because that will give you notifications of when I do next post. Either it could be other signs, but also other information or informational videos or inspirational videos and messages that come through in the future. So, and like I say, this is for the other reading. This reading session is for Cancer for the month of May 2020. Now, I don't know why Spirit are making me say that again, or getting me to say that again, but I feel like I get the feeling. So there's a lot of thinking going on with you, and I'm just hearing like I think, and I'm just hearing that thinking, that there's too much thinking. So and there's some repetitive stuff that's going on while they're saying that. So stop overthinking things is pretty much what they are saying. But they're talking about, this, because when I connect in with, and I talk to the Cancer, the sign, the astrological sign of Cancer when I'm tuning in. So so it's kind of interesting. So and I get this like meditation. So I was wanting to back up but a little bit and start again with my introduction, which I haven't quite finished yet. So like I say, okay, so they want to keep going. Okay. So there may be something like that. That may be like some sort of distraction that's in your life. And it's like, because in my meditation, there was the vision I got was of you, okay, of an energy, which being Cancerian energy. Not all of you, I guess, because not all of you are going to resonate with this, but in connecting that meditation, there was an energy, there was a Cancer energy or person in there, and there was like this light, okay, this light that was going on in front of them on the footpath. So and there was the feeling that, because it looked like, when a blind person has their stick, their cane, and they're sweeping it across in front of them looking for obstacles that are in the way. Now, it was interesting because the feeling when I got and the vision that I got was like you could see. So you can see, but you're not seeing what you want to see. Okay, so they're just saying, it's like what they're talking about is follow the light. Okay, that's the message that I got from that. The essence of it is like there is a light that's going there, and there's like things. There's the way is being cleared now, but you're like, and like you can see, because I can see that you can see, and I felt that you could see because I could see in front of me, but there was like just this light, and it's like, the path is being cleared. Okay, so hopefully a lot of you will get that. But you've been overthinking things about doing, about what you're going to do, where you're going to go, how you're going to do it, blah blah blah. So it's like, and it's like one foot in front of the other. Okay, and I get what I'm getting is like, it's like it's like getting out of your own way, and stop putting obstacles in your way. Okay. It will stop seeing obstacles in the way, but that aren't there. Okay, so anyway, going back to my intro, so this read is for, whether you're Cancer and Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So if it resonates, wonderful. If it doesn't resonate, check out one of your other signs that you may be under. For you, or maybe maybe under. Okay, I'm not really sure where they're going with that. But if you don't know what other signs that are connected with you, there's a calculator that I have a link to, a website with a calculator that is free that you can click on, and it'll calculate with your birth date of what other star signs are connected with you. So like sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. So like for me, I'm Gemini, but I follow my sun sign more so than the others. It more resonates with me, but however, I will check out one of my other ones, okay, at times when I feel like I want to or need to, or if something's not quite clear for me for some reason with something that I'm doing. Anyway, so check out one of those. And like I say, if okay. Okay, so there's maybe some message. Okay, so maybe there are some messages coming in for you, whether you're a psychic, a medium, or not, or a healer or not. I feel like there's some messages that are coming in for you. And like I say, you don't have to be a medium or a psychic or a healer or be into this work actually to get the message, receive messages from the other side, or intuitive messages. You might see them, as coincidences, things that come up and it's like, wow. And, well, some people call them coincidence or synchronicities and that sort of thing. Same sort of thing. So they are messages, and, you might end up like looking on a, getting like an email, and somebody mentioned something on an email that and then somebody else might say the same thing or mention it or talk about the same sort of subject. So there's all these synchronicities that are in, that are okay. Well, I was going to say in the way, but it's not in the way. It's like that have been coming to you. Okay, that's what they mean by in the way in this particular instance. It's like they've been dropping them in your way so you'll see them, like literally for some of you, like they're dropping them in the way so you'll see them, and they keep repeating themselves, so they must be keeping doing it and you're still not seeing it. I know that feeling. So they're just encouraging you to, like, if you're wanting to move out of the situation that you are in the way that you're thinking or being or doing or whatever in your life, and you've been maybe working through it, it's like you may be really needing to look at that a little bit deeper and start taking some action towards making the change that you desire, okay, to set you on your track, okay, because it's there. Anyway, so the theme, okay, whoa, okay. So I'm using these tarot cards, and what's it, created by Juliet Sharman-Burke. Okay, so I don't normally mention the cards, but I really quite like these ones, especially because I'm not really a tarot person as such, but I in oracles for readings, because my first thing is like the mediumship and the psychic mediumship and that sort of thing, and the healing side. So these were introduced to me like many years ago, but I've only recently, like over the last year or so, picked them up and started like working with them. So with me explaining that sort of scenario with me, I feel like there's something that's in there, in that explanation, or that explanation. Okay, there's lots of stopping and starting it, so it's like you're thinking about things, okay, and there's lots of stopping and starting in that, so it's like there's some momentum, okay, so, and because you're trying to figure out, Spirit is saying, what is actually going on, and is this right, is this the right thing to do, or is this, is this where I'm meant to be going, and all sorts of things. So it's kind of like, they're just saying, you like stop overthinking it, basically. Okay, because we have like the night, and I feel like there have been things that have come in and stepped in your way on saying that, but it's like you've let that get in the way, or some things get in the way of you moving, or keeping of you moving, and keeping with the momentum of some work that you're doing, or some projects that you're doing, whether it be study or work, anything like that. anything that resonates with you as far as that goes. So the first card that fell out is Inner Strength, and it's the Nine of Wands. And I feel like that is the, the main theme for the coming into and during the month of May 2020. So, and there's the Nine of Wands, and it's like that. If they're looking at inner strength, I feel like what we've just talked about here, and what they've just talked about and passed on to you, is like there's all this energy that's conjuring up, building up, and it's like, I feel like next month there is going to be, you're going to like burst out of that space, that bubble, if you let yourself, at the end of the day. So, and I feel like you will, because you've been through a lot, and Spirit to say there's still a little bit more to go through, but it's like it's more the processing now, and not letting that hold you back, because the Wands is about energy and action as well. It's about taking action. It's about motivation and passion, which you have got, but it's there. But it's just like Cancer, but it's kind of like you've packed it up for a bit, or you've just been moving like really slowly with it, and it's not a bad thing because it's still movement. But the feeling I'm getting is just about picking up the pace. But I feel like you will coming into and during May, and it's like, because we have the Ten of Wands that followed straight after. So, and the Ten of Wands is about oppressive burdens and things like that. And so you're picking everything up, and it's like you're working with it, and it's like, you've sorted it out. So the 9 is typically something is coming to an end, and it's you. And the 10 is something has come to an end. So I feel like you'll go, and the cards are showing you that you're moving through that. You'll move through it more so in, during the month of May. And I wouldn't be surprised with a lot of you is that, you will you will have a lot of it sorted out by mid-May. And moving, moving quite fluidly and fluently, the words that are coming through, with life, with the rest of life, and that project or projects that you've got in mind, or your business in that. So this isn't really only just about what we're going through here in New Zealand at the moment, and because we're coming out of lockdown today. So, and that's into the level 3, where there is a little bit more freedom of movement. It's not just about that. This is about, and it's partially that, but most of it is about like the internal stuff. This, our the way we think, or the way you think, sort of things, as well as that on top. So, but keeping that in mind, that this this space that we're in now is like it's only part of it. Okay, it's given a little bit of time to readjust, think about things, and ourselves as to how we're going to move forward. Okay. So then we have the Four of Pentacles, and which is upside down. So for me, and because typically there's something, with the Four of Pentacles, it's about, okay, it's about, I keep saying no, because there seems to be this repetitive thing going on, holding on too tightly, and that could be something to do with, well, you know what it is, and it's not necessarily just around money, and so there may be still something, like I feel like, in you moving forward, I feel like there's something, because this is upside down or reverse, and I just feel like there's something moving forward where you're letting go, there's a letting go period of what you've been holding on to, like relationships even, and this is, what relationships with children, with, with partners, with people, what do you call it, colleagues, and sorry, with this room is a bit smoky, and that's because I've got these a lot of sage smoking and doing clearing energy at the same time as we're talking here, and as well. So yeah, so there's something about, you know, I'm gonna stop saying no too, about change, you know, about there's a change in you holding on to the purse strings even as well, but I'm feeling it's more about because there's something grounding as well. It's about staying grounded and keeping grounded as well, but there's definitely a change in there. So I'm going to actually leave that way, because normally I will turn it around, but there's something in there that's coming out, that's releasing, and because you have started to work with, you know, you've started to figure out and let go of these other things, which is to do with, you know, like with what has been holding you back, and what you have put in front of you, that holds you back. Okay. So yeah, no, I'm going to move that because it's I am going to turn that around because it's a positive thing. Everything is positive, you know. It's all moving. You're moving so into May and throughout May in a different way. So yeah, and so there's something to do with that. I'm just been looking at that again. I can't move from it at the moment because it's like, and there's something about you, like with me saying that linked with you, and it's like, okay, you can still move forward, but it's like to get on with other things, but it's something is still there, but that's okay. Okay, so there's the struggle and frustration with 5 of Wands coming through, and they're just, because this is something about, because now you've let go, you know, you've got to the end of something, the cycle, and you've let go of something that you have held on to tightly, like a belief, thought, or, you know, a belief system, or a belief, you know, thought, you know, whatever. There's lots of words coming out, and what you thought, and how you think is like, there's something that may come up again where you know, that within yourself that you might be, you'd like struggle a little bit somewhere, you know, throughout May. And you know, with that, it's like, you know, with the Wands, it's like, I feel like it's a good struggle, like you'll get through it. It's a good struggle in a way, because it's not like exactly the same as what it was before. It's like you see something new within the other bits, and it's like there's a shift into something new, and you actually like start to identify. That's why I have made a move it. Identify what the next phase of the shift is that you need to start to move quicker, you know, or pick up the momentum, basically. Phew, got it. So, and you see, and then we have the Queen of Swords, you know, and so there seems to be like, you know, and it's like you come to the end of this cycle and you're moving through it, but it's like you're at this place now that you're done with the suffering, and which you have been doing with dignity and resignation, and you're at that place, you get to that place where it's like, phew, I get that now, I'm here, I've made it, you know, mentally and emotionally, but also in a way, and physically as well, because it's like, when we get into that good space, or now that you're in that good space, it's like everything else, whether you've, you know, whether it's, you know, something about, you know, the physical stuff that's around it, it doesn't matter in a way that it used to, because of the way your thinking is now different. And so, but it's become there's still things to work on, other, you know, the physical side of things as well, but it's not in your head, like it, you know, okay, piled on in your head. So there's less stuff going on in here with the other stuff, because you've sorted out the main crux of whatever it is that you're working through. Okay, phew, that was really intense. So, and this is the way it is. It's like it can be intense. So I just feel like I'm going to draw a card too from Archangel Michael. So you just go with the flow, you know, and next month, because it's an amazing month for movement and action, and whew, I feel like the energy, and you've got a lot of energy here, because you know there's a lot of fire energy that's like, it's like there's been a cracker up your bum, you know, to get going. And so if you don't, it's, you know, it's going to be, you're going to stay in a space where you don't want to be, really. Okay, so the sooner you move a little bit quicker, or go with the flow a little bit more, and not let your head get in the way, the sooner you'll reach that, you know, that peace, you know, inside, and that sense of oneness with you, because you know, and that you've moved through it, you know, that feeling. Cool. Of, like, I suppose, achievement. Yeah. It's like, phew. Okay, I get that now. Okay, so this is okay, so here, this is from Archangel Michael, and he's talking about step back, stand still, watch, look, observe. So that may be your main role, you know, or your main thing throughout this month of May, is while you're, you know, moving this. And quite often we do have to, you know, like, step back and just watch and observe while we're going through our stuff, because otherwise, if we start, you know, we can get in the way of our own stuff. So it's yeah, because it's looking and observe what's happening around you, but also how you are reacting or responding. And that's where I feel like you'll get that aha moment. Well, actually, like, they don't really need me. I can get on with my life. I put that in front of me. I can do this now, because, you know, because there's that thing of, like, us, you know, allowing, or, you know, us allowing people to do things in their own way, even though we may not like what they're doing or how they're doing it or whatever it is for you, in whichever direction they're going. It's about making sure we're focusing on ourselves, you know, and centering in ourselves. What is it that we can do for ourselves, or we want to do, not just need, but want to do for ourselves? And, you know, because in the way that's a distraction, because that's what they're talking about. So there's a distraction there. And in a sense of judgment and guilt, and yeah, about in that sense of feeling like you may be abandoning something or someone or whatever, but you've got to get on with your own journey, and everybody else will get on with theirs, and then you'll still be a support person or whatever, and then coming back again. So it's like, but there's, it's just a cycle you're going through. That's just sweet. You got this, is what they say. Anyway, so, and that's interesting, because the card that's next come up is, you know, out of Archangel Michael's deck too, is do what you can to help others. The rest is up to them. So there's that sort of, you know, energy going on there. Cool. Let me see. And we'll just want to draw one. Okay. Oh gosh. So the full moon, that is coming up, and that was the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to take that one, because it's just, I was going to shuffle, and then I saw that, and it's like, yep, that's it. So the full moon is coming up on the 7th of May. So it's an awesome time, you know, coming up, you know, and it's only like a week and a bit away. So to, like, even like now with this process, where I feel like a lot of it you'll be able to, you know, release and release and receive. But release, and I'm actually not so much saying receive, that too, but relieve is kind of what relieve is the word that I'm hearing. Okay, so, and there's Archangel Raphael. Okay. Oh, old love for some of you, rekindling. And that may be, you know, not necessarily an old love or an old cut return or rekindle. So not necessarily is it for some of you, it'll be, is it, you know, someone returning into your life in the sense of love, but it may be that you may get a visit from somebody that you used to go out with or date or whatever, or an ex or something like that. But I feel like for a lot of you, there's an old love return or rekindle within a relationship as well. So, and that some of that, that is actually like love is in self-love as well. For some of you, you will see that and feel that. And I feel like that's where they were going for this. So there's more of this internal, spiritual, like, healing sort of thing, energy that's going on to help you through this time, but also moving forward when we, as we, blend, as we're moving, getting some momentum as to moving towards, the end of this process of, COVID-19 and going back right out into level 1, or back into norm. Not can't even say normality because it's not the new norm basically, and how that looks. Whew. Anyway, that was quite like really. I'm calling it intense, but it was. But it is, and it will be a little bit for you, but just, roll with it. Call in the angels, call in Archangel Michael, call in Archangel, Raphael, and whoever the other angels are that you have around you and connect to you, and you have a connection with them, that, call them in and ask them, talk to them about, helping you to see more clearly what it is that you need to see to help you to, that you need to see to shift you through whatever it is that you need to shift through. So, it's just an amazing journey. So enjoy the journey. I'm going to leave that with you now. Anyway, just know that because you probably may actually smell smoke in your place because I've kind of like smoked down a bit here. But I feel like as we've been talking, the energy has been helping to clear some of what is going on around you. So embrace the change, embrace the release. Anyway, God bless you. Love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure during this next month and forever, actually. And remember to subscribe if you haven't to my YouTube channel, and or like my page if you haven't not my page on my Facebook page, that is. Okay then. Bye for now. Oh, might help if I click my mouse.